Samacheer Max, coordinate geometry, area of triangle, that is in 5.1 and 5.2 we have seen area of a triangle, area of a quadrilateral formula, midpoint formula, slope formula. Slope when the angle is given as m is equal to tan theta, when 2 points are given means m is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. And equation of straight lines, that is we are going to see now in this new exercise, that is in 5.3. So before starting this straight line, equation of straight line, we will see, because before starting exercise 5.3 we will see what are the equations of the straight lines. So equation of coordinate axis. Coordinate axis means x axis and y axis. So you must remember that coordinate axis means the x axis and y axis. So equation of y axis means, that is the point the straight line which you are going to consider lies on the y axis itself. That means all the values of x will be 0. So x is equal to 0. So equation of y axis is x is equal to 0, whereas the equation of y axis is x is equal to 0, equation of x axis is y is equal to 0, that is the straight line lies on the x axis, in that all the values of x will be 0. So your value is y, so all the values of y will be 0. So equation of x axis means y is equal to 0, equation of x axis means y is equal to 0. Now equation of straight line parallel to the x axis, the parallel line is at a distance of b from the x axis. So your equation will be y is equal to b, because all the points in this line will have the same y value will be the same. So for example 2 means y is equal to 2, if it is y at a distance of 3 means it is y is equal to 3. So generally we say y is equal to b. Equation of straight line parallel to the x axis and at a distance b means y is equal to b. At a distance 5 means y is equal to 5, like that you can remember. So equation of straight line parallel to the y axis. This equation is parallel to the y axis at a distance of c from the x axis, y axis. So this line is at a distance of c from the x axis. That is all the values of x will be the same in this straight line. So yx is equal to c. X is a constant, so x is equal to c. Okay, now you will see what formulas have to be applied according to the question. Slope intercept form. When one slope and intercept value, intercept means a point where it crosses the y axis. So that point is given means your equation is y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to mx plus c. When point and slope is given, that is one point x1 y1 is given for you, x1 y1 is given and slope is given for you, for example m. So your slope is given means you will use this formula, y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1, where m is your slope and x1 y1 are your points. So m, if it is not given means you will use the formula, when angle is given m is equal to tan theta, that which you have learnt already, and m is equal to, when the points is given, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Next 2 point form, when 2 points x1 y1 and x2 y2 are given, you use the formula y minus y1 by y2 minus y1 is equal to x minus x1 by x2 minus x1. Then intercept form, that is if the straight line cuts the x axis and y axis, that point where it cuts the x axis is your a and where it cuts the y axis is your b. So formula is x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. Now we will see, if you see the sums, it will be easy for you to understand. So we will start with exercise 5.3. Find the equation of the straight line passing through the midpoint of the line segment joining the points, which is, this is your straight line. The points are 1 comma minus 1 and 4 comma 2, and it is parallel to the x axis. So this line is what you are going to consider. This line is parallel to the x axis. These two are parallel. So your diagram will not be given. You can draw a diagram yourself. Find the equation of a straight line passing through the midpoint. This line is passing through the midpoint of these 2 points, and it is parallel to the x axis also. So you will, first subdivision you will find out when it is parallel to the x axis. Second subdivision you will draw when it is parallel to the y axis. Okay. So now your 2 points are given for you and it is given as midpoint. So you have to find this point, only then you can find your slope. Okay. So midpoint formula you know. Midpoint of, name it as a and b. Okay. Midpoint of AB is equal to, you know formula, first write your formula, x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. So it is equal to, x1 is 1 plus 4, 1 plus 4 by 2 comma minus 5 plus 2 by 2. It is equal to 5 by 2 comma minus 3 by 2. So this is your pointer. When the straight line is parallel to the x axis, you know it is not touching the x-axis. You know, when the angle is formed only if it crosses it touches the x-axis. This is only theta, but here it is not touching, it is just parallel. So it is parallel to the x-axis means there is no angle formed. So your angle is 0. So your m is equal to, line parallel to the x-axis means m is equal to 0. And so you know your formula, y minus y1 plus is equal to m into x minus x1. That is when one slope and your point is given. So this is slope intercept form. So y minus y1 is what? Minus of minus 3 by 2. So it becomes x 3 by 2. It is equal to 0 into x minus x1 is 5 by 2. So here this is your x1, this is your y1. So now you know this side 0 into anything will give you 0. So y plus 3 by 2 is equal to 0. So you know you have to write it in a proper format. Take LCM means 2y plus 3 is equal to 0. By 2 will come, if it goes that side it becomes 0. So your equation is 2y plus 3 is equal to 0. Now second subdivision, when the line is parallel to y-axis. When the line is parallel to y-axis means, so here this is your diagram. This is your line AB. Your point is 1 comma minus 5 and 4 comma 2. So roughly only I have drawn, it is not the exact point, remember, because it is negative means it will be here in this side, okay, it will come down. So just for reference only, for you to understand, I have drawn, and it is parallel to the y-axis. If you want to draw the exact diagram, I will draw for you. Here 1 comma minus 5, this is here 1 means minus 5 is down. So 1 comma minus 5 and 4 comma 2, 4, 2, this is your line, this is your correct point. Okay, so we will draw correctly itself. So 4 comma 2. Now this is parallel to the y-axis. So parallel to the midpoint is parallel to the y-axis. For this is a midpoint means it is parallel to the y-axis. So this is point only, we have found it as 5 by 2 minus 3 by 2. Okay, 5 by 2 and minus 3 by 2 we have found previously. So same thing you are going to apply, but the only concept is it is parallel to the y-axis. So if it is parallel to the y-axis means an angle will be formed, that is 90 degree. So the angle formed will be 90 degree for this line. So angle is m is equal to tan 90. So you know tan 90 means what? M is equal to infinity. It is not defined. Okay. So in your formula you can apply y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So y minus y1 is what? Plus 3 by 2 is equal to m is infinity, x minus 5 by 2. Okay. So it is y plus, say I brought this infinity down, so you will write y plus 3 by 2 into 1 by infinity is equal to x minus 5 by 2. 1 by infinity is equal to 0. You can remember that 1 by infinity is 0. So y plus 3 by 2 into 0 is equal to x minus 5 by 2. So you know this multiply will become 0. So is equal to x minus 5 by 2. So 0 is equal to, take LCM, 2x minus 5. So this is your equation. So you can write 2x minus 5 is equal to 0 is your required equation.